Hello, guys, girls. I felt it was time to. Is that better? It's a bit bright. I thought it was time to give you an update, a personal update, following on from my last video in regards to my brother's suicide and my mental health and where it took me. And it had been a real struggle. I'll be completely honest with you. I removed myself from social media for a couple of reasons. I felt in myself I didn't need anybody out there, as good intentions as they were. I didn't need someone telling me how to grieve, how to get over it, what you should be thinking, what you should be doing. I just needed to, I think I needed to sort it out for myself, and it took me a few months of dealing with all of the different emotions that come with losing your sibling, my baby brother. And there was also, and I couldn't talk about it at the time, there was a big police investigation going on. There were allegations, false allegations brought by, I'm not going to name and shame, but brought by other parties against my parents, against our parents. And it was absolutely ludicrous. But the police had to do their job. The allegations had been brought up. The charges had been brought to my parents. And the detectives had to find out the truth. So fast forward 6 months, they came back with the truth, that there was no charges to answer. All charges were dropped. That didn't mean the anxiety and the pain that my parents had gone through had gone overnight, but certainly it did allow them to move on and to grieve. And yeah, so I was dealing with a lot of stuff, and I'm a fixer. I don't know if you're like me. If someone presents you with a problem, you feel you want to do something about it. You want to help. You want to fix that thing. You want to make that problem disappear. And admittedly, it took me down some pretty dark avenues of wanting to fix this and make this problem go away. Thankfully, I have an amazing wife who stood by me, and she kept me right. She kept me grounded. She stopped me from getting on the plane and doing something which I certainly would have regretted, and I would have lost everything as a result. So fast forward to today. Where am I now? Do you know what? I'm in a great place. I obviously I haven't been doing YouTube. I've been doing other things. I don't know if you know, you might have seen in my other videos, Force Radio. It was in its infancy. In fact, it was just being broadcast. We just started. We're now, I think we're into our 3rd month, and we've hit 177 countries. I'm almost like embarrassed. It's gone crazy. The response has been unbelievable. I do the Drive Time show weekdays from 4 until 7. So if you haven't downloaded it, blatant plug, download the Force Radio app, and you can catch Big Phil Campion. He does the breakfast show. Then we have another couple of more professional presenters during the day, and then they hand over to this. And yeah, I get you home weekdays from 4 until 7. And that has been absolutely fantastic. That's been great. That gives me something to focus on, something positive. I feel like I've achieved. Oh, excuse me, just had Subway. It feels like I've achieved something positive at the end of the day. And because I am a fixer, a doer, if I don't have a productive day, I get quite low and quite down. My job as an engineer, there's no greater satisfaction than going in something that's broken and fixing it, and you get out there and you feel like a man. Rah, I've achieved something. And Force Radio has helped me focus that as well. And I want to thank the Forceware guys and everything, and just having that community, that family behind you who know when to ring you, and when not to ring you, and you know that they're there to support you. It doesn't matter if it's a 30-second phone call. Big Phil will just ring me and just 30 seconds, that's it, job done. It doesn't have to be a massive drawn out conversation. I've also turned my little fingers. I found making lanyards, little paracord lanyards with sexy beads on them. That time in an evening when everything's quiet and the kids have gone to bed, and the missus is in the bath, and I just find myself tying these knots, and it's therapy, if you want to put a word to it. It's very therapeutic, and I feel like I've achieved something. So I've been handing those out to friends and family, and someone had suggested that I would that I sell them. Now, believe you me, this is not about money. This is not about me, blatantly advertising my wares and making money. I'm not. I'm selling these lanyards. The money's in the beads, and the titanium and the brass beads. They cost a few £. So I've set up a Instagram page, and it's lanyards by Fruitcake. It's lanyards _by_ fruitcake, and all I'm happy, as long as I make money to pay for the products, I'm quite happy just to continue making these little lanyards. I enjoy it. It's great. What I really wanted to say, what I really wanted to get out here, is to say thank you for everybody who has reached out to me. And I've tried to respond to most of you, but I'm sure there's a couple of you who've slipped through the net, that have reached out to me. People who have been through trauma and poor mental health, and they know because they've been there. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's reached out to me, who has just said, hi, I'm just checking in, make sure you're okay. Thank you so much from a deep place in there. I just want to say thank you ever so much. But yeah, the bottom line is I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place now, and I don't wish harm on anybody who was involved in what happened in the past. I've lost that anger and that bitterness. Forgiveness, I'm still working on that. But I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got my wonderful wife and my kids and my home and my work and my friends and my loved ones, and yeah, the important things, and I focus on the positive and not the negative. I'm sorry I'm rambling on. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm okay. If you haven't got this far, you don't really care, so it doesn't matter. But for you who's still watching, thank you ever so much. I know Funky Prepper had put out a big petition to get Fruitcake back on YouTube. Funky, I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody who has signed that petition. and it'll come. But at the moment, between work, family, and Force Radio, I'm busy. But hey, kids are getting older, kids will soon be leaving the house, and it would be wonderful. It'd be wonderful to meet up. I know people want me and Funky to meet up. Be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm gonna say. It could get very, very messy. So if you want to catch me, you can hear me weekdays on Force Radio. Thank you ever so much. I'm doing great. I'm not just okay, I'm doing great, and everything in the world is good, and the sun's out. So I'm gonna go hit the gym now, do a bit of work on the guns, and thank you ever so much. And like I said, hit me on Instagram, lanyards_by_fruitcake, and you'll see my weird and wonderful stuff. Right, I love you all. Thank you. God bless.